hunters found him in the wilds of northern Minnesota. A boy raised from infancy by wolves. They captured him and brought him to the university where I was conducting research on human behavior. Growing into young manhood, he was haunted by the mystery. Who was he? How had he been lost? Who were his parents?
Good. See? You can. You can.
Lucan.
I named him Lucan. Working at the university one night, he came upon two men stealing drugs. They attacked him. Chemicals exploded. One of the men died. The other escaped. Lucan was unjustly accused and held for the man's death. He fled. A police officer relentlessly follows his trail. But Lucan will never stop trying to find his parents or to win his right to be free.
Don.
Oh. Hey. Well, you look great, Lucan.
Look, I'm sorry I was late.
It's okay. I was enjoying the carousel.
So I saw.
You said on the telephone you had another lead to my parents.
Oh, yes. Like I told you, I received an interesting phone call. Before you get your hopes too high, this may be another one of those crank calls. You know, I get dozens of those. But this one had details that make it sound promising.
That's him, down by the carousel. That's Dr. Hoagland. He's in charge of the social anthropology department at the university. Practically raised the kid. He won't give any problems. Okay, move. I knew if I kept on Hoagland's tail long enough, he'd lead me one day to Lucan. Well, today's the day. This is Prentice. Suspect sighted at the carousel. Move out.
Dr. Hoagland, Lucan.
Beg your pardon, sir.
Take a look up that hill. My name is Sawyer. I'm not with the police.
Well, then who are you?
I represent someone who is trying to help Lucan. Please, Doctor, don't worry. We'll be in touch with you. Now, Lucan, try to make it to the lower parking area. The police are not waiting to make up their minds.
Go, Lucan, go.
Attention all units. Attention. Move it! White convertible on the access road. Do you know those people?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. I guess you didn't know that man you were talking to, right?
That's right.
Okay, Hoagland. Let's finish this conversation downtown.
I said you better let me out before you get into trouble.
We're taking that risk. We're taking you to where you'll be safe. Come on, Lucan.
My name is Howard Stockwood, Lucan. Please follow me.
Howard, he doesn't know you. Doesn't know any of us. I'm Hattie Colfax. This man is my father's assistant, Howard Stockwood.
You went to a lot of trouble to bring me here. Why?
Amos Colfax wants to see you. Do you know who Amos Colfax is?
No. What does he want with me?
He'll tell you himself.
Please, go with him.
Did you sleep at all last night, sir?
A few hours. Leave us alone. You were lost in the forest of Minnesota. You were raised by wolves. Now you're looking for your parents.
Yes. Am I here because you know something about them? What was that?
I want you to take a series of tests. Cellular makeup, marrow analysis, DNA structure.
I don't want to.
I'm not interested in what you want. I want to find out who you are. Certain basics work out where you were found, your approximate age, your blood type. You might turn out to be my son.
That convertible was rented by a male Caucasian who answers to the description of Sawyer.
Well, then pick him up. Ask him what it's all about. I'd like to know myself.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Because he used a phony name and a phony driver's license. I'd like to ask you something, Hoagland. If you don't know this Sawyer character, I want you to tell me how he got to you and to Lucan.
I don't know. Now, how many times do I have to say it? I don't know.
You don't really expect me to believe that.
Lieutenant, I've reached the point where I don't care what you believe. Now, you can book me if you like, but please stop asking me the same question. I'm only going to give you the same answer. I don't know!
These are the results of the blood and tissue tests we've taken. We're trying to match your characteristics with those of Mr. Colfax and his wife.
I haven't met her yet.
She died when Mr. Colfax's only son was lost. You see, it's as difficult for him as it is for you.
Can these tests prove I'm his son?
Well, they can't give all conclusive proof, but they can give a very strong indication that you are him.
Do they?
It looks good.
Excuse me. We put a call through to Hoagland for you. Now, talk to him, tell him that you're fine, tell him what's going on here if you want to, but I do have one word of caution. Mr. Colfax places a very high value on his privacy, so you will please not reveal his name or where you are.
Hello, Dr. Hoagland?
Lucan, are you all right?
I'm fine, Don.
Where are you?
I can't tell you that. All I can say is I may have found my father. Or rather, he may have found me. Now, they're running some tests now, and so far the results look positive.
Well, that sounds terrific.
I have to hang up, Don.
Lucan.
I'll call you when I can.
Lucan.
Dad, there has to be a better way to do this.
I haven't been able to think of it. Oh, thank you.
We have no right to do this to Lucan, Dad.
We have every right in the world.
Who gave it to us? Don't answer. I know, Steve did.
Sorry, sir, you can't go past here.
I just want to look around.
You'll need Mr. Colfax's permission. Lucan is on his way up the hill.
There's a Mr. Sawyer to see you, Dr. Hoagland.
Oh, yes, send him right in.
Albert Sawyer.
Yes, I know.
You've heard from Lucan.
Yes, he called a few hours ago. Please, sit down. He said he might have found his father. I just want to thank you.
No, he isn't his father.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
A few weeks ago, you were approached. An offer was made. A very generous offer. For an antidote that you've been working on. An antidote for hallucinogenics, right?
That's correct.
You rejected it.
Of course, it's still in the experimental stage. The tests have just started. It's highly toxic, dangerous.
The man who made that offer is my client, who doesn't take no for an answer. And time is running out. You listen to me, Doctor, and listen well. Lucan has been kidnapped. I wouldn't do that, Doctor. Lucan's life is at stake.
Where is he? What have you done to him?
Nothing yet. That depends on you. Lucan's escape was planned. We were the ones that phoned you, that fed you that phony lead about his parents. We knew where and when you were meeting him, and that you were going to be followed. As a matter of fact, we knew every move you made.
What do you want from me?
The antidote, Doctor. The antidote. We'll contact you tonight. We'll give you instructions. Follow them. Don't notify the police. We know every move you make. If you don't cooperate with us, Doctor, you'll never see Lucan again.
You found my favorite place.
Yes, it's nice.
It's beautiful this time of day. Mother fell in love with it in Italy. Father bought it for her, had it reassembled here stone by stone. It's very old.
Hattie, why won't the guards let me out of here?
You're not being kept here, Lucan. The world's being kept out. I mean, men of great wealth like my father are targets for terrorists, kidnappers, other criminals.
Can you get out?
If I have one of the guards to protect me.
There's not much freedom in that.
I'm used to it. I've been protected all my life. I've never gone anywhere without one of these men to watch over me.
Sounds like you were a prisoner.
In a way, I guess.
Hattie. Hattie, who is that? Hattie?
It's time for dinner. I'm starved.
Now, you brought me all the way down here to tell me that Sawyer didn't try to help Lucan escape, but kidnapped him. And you don't know anything about it, right?
Yes.
Well, this better be good.
Well, it's true. Sawyer told me he performed special tasks for people, but look, try to follow me, Lieutenant. A research team at the university is trying to develop an antidote to hallucinogenics. Take a look at these animals. They were all given drugs. Now, these 4 were then treated with the antidote. Now, this one is no change. Another, relatively normal. But
The new drug caused that?
catatonic.
Well, what about this cage?
Killed. The antidote in its early stages is as dangerous to the brain's chemistry as what it's supposed to
Oh,
cure.
wait a minute. Brain chemistry is not my work. Lucan is. What do all these experiments have to do with Lucan if he was kidnapped?
Well, Sawyer, on behalf of an unnamed client, wants me to administer the antidote to someone. And he's not the first to approach me. A few weeks ago, another man who refused to identify himself came to me and offered me an enormous sum of money for any research project I wanted to use it for. And for the same purpose. And obviously, the same client.
Did either Sawyer or this other man tell you who the antidote was for?
No, only that the person had been using hallucinogenics and that they had been told by specialists that there was no cure. Sawyer is contacting me tonight for an answer. Now, Lucan is being held as hostage. I want to be sure that he's released unharmed, Lieutenant. I need your help.
You're serious, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Okay, Hoagland. I'll go along with you. If Sawyer's got Lucan, I'll get him out. But when I get him out, Lucan is mine.
Something wrong, Lucan?
Frankly, Mr. Colfax, I'm used to simpler food.
This is French cuisine, the best. Get used to it. You may be eating like this for the rest of your life.
You mean if it turns out I'm your son?
You say that as though you'd rather not have me for a father.
No, sir. I just couldn't live like this.
What's wrong with living like this? You can have anything you want. Fine food, beautiful surroundings, anything in the world.
I guess it's nice, all this comfort and luxury. But if you can't come and go when and where you want to, do what you want to do, be free to...
Free? Free to do what? To live a useless, unproductive life? Run around with bums and tramps? Talk like them, dress like them, take drugs? God, you're beginning to sound like my... No one is free, Lucan. No one can ever be free.
Dr. Hoagland.
This is Sawyer. Look, I want your answer now. You know the consequences to Lucan if it's no. Will you administer the antidote?
Well, I told you we haven't determined a safe dosage.
Yes or no?
Easy. I'm not here to harm you. Are you hurt? Maybe I can help.
Hurry, Amos. You can't possibly get out of here.
Must be something wrong. I've never heard such terrible pounding.
What are you doing here?
I heard the noise. I tried to stop him.
What happened? How did he get out?
I thought he was hurt. I opened the door.
Howard, alert the guards.
Wait. I can find him easier than your guards.
All right, go ahead. Find him. Get him back.
Easy. 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 All right. You're all right. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. Can you understand me? You don't want to hurt anyone, do you? You don't want to hurt anyone.
There's got to be somewhere in this corridor.
He won't harm you.
Just move away from him.
If you leave him alone, he'll be all right.
Take him back.
That's the first time he's attacked anyone, Amos.
He did it because he was scared, Mr. Colfax.
It's because he's no longer human.
Who is he?
My son. My only son.
Then what am I doing here? What do you want with me?
Lucan, go back to your room. Stay there till I send for you.
We've used Lucan, tricked him, lied to him. Now you're keeping him a prisoner. Steve's our problem, not Lucan's.
We need him.
Please, Father, there has to be another way.
I've tried every other way. Look, I've sent for him. I want you to let me handle him.
Father, he can't stand being locked up. At least give him freedom of the grounds. We have guards all over the place.
We'll be all right. Young man, you're probably wondering what this is all about.
I just want to leave.
You'll leave when I say you can leave. Young man, I can understand your resentment, but please be assured that I intend you no harm. And if everything goes as I've planned, you'll be well paid for your time.
Thank you. But I want to leave now.
You want? I want my son back. Like he was, bright and clean and handsome. That's what I want, and that's why you're here.
I can't help him. I'm not a doctor.
Doctors, don't you think I've had the very best? Hallucinogenic poisoning, irreversible, that's what they all said. Yes. Sawyer, where are you? No, Sawyer, no. I won't wait another 2 hours. Time, Sawyer, time. No, I won't wait another minute. Sawyer, you have him here within the hour. Young man, my son suffers from hallucinogenic poisoning. There's only one person in the world who can help him, Dr. Hoagland.
Dr. Hoagland? He isn't a medical doctor.
Yes. I know that. Take him back to his quarters.
Wait. Dad, you can't.
All right, young man, you may have the freedom of the grounds as long as you behave yourself. I want him watched closely at all times.
Yes, sir.
Lucan better be all right.
He's enjoying excellent health. As long as you didn't go to the police.
You must tell me what this is all about. Why is Dr. Hoagland coming here?
To treat my brother with some hallucinogenic antidote he's been developing.
Your brother got that way taking drugs?
That's what the doctors who examined him said. He was a heavy user for several months. After he and Father had a falling out, Steve left home.
Your father, of course, brought him back and locked him up to keep him here.
No, Howard Stockwood found him. Steve came back, cleaned up, even went to work for Dad. Then he went back on drugs.
If he's kept locked up, where's he getting the drugs?
He isn't. This is a result of the drugs he's already taken.
I don't think so.
Lucan, we've had the best doctors.
I smelled something on Steve. It's a familiar odor. I think maybe I can help. I don't know. It's a feeling. But I have to see him.
Careful. After the way he went for Howard Stockwood.
I'll be all right. Just bolt the door behind me. Steve. Try to help you, Steve.
What'd you find out?
I know what it is. It's from a plant. The odor is all over Steve. I think he's been taking it.
How could he do that? He hasn't been out of the house in months.
You have to help me get out of here. Outside the wall.
I can't.
Hattie, it's your brother's life.
Help me with this. This will take you down to the wine cellar. There's a door off to the right. It will let you out at the rear of the mansion. I'll try and distract the security guards to give you a chance to get over the fence.
This is Dr. Hoagland, Mr. Colfax.
You brought the antidote, Doctor.
I have it with me.
You can go now, Sawyer. I'll have somebody call you when I need you again.
Yes.
Your patient's upstairs, Doctor. Come with me.
Amos Colfax.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's Lucan?
He's around somewhere. You'll see him soon enough.
I won't step 1 foot outside this room until I see Lucan alive and well, Mr. Colfax.
Find him. Bring him in here, quickly. Sit down, Doctor. Sit down.
Have you seen Lucan?
I saw him before.
Dr. Hoagland won't even examine Steve unless he knows that Lucan is safe. If you know where he is, tell me.
He said he thought he knew what was wrong with Steve, some plant over the wall. So I helped him.
A plant? And you believed him? You let him get away?
Dr. Hoagland, millions of dollars have changed hands on my word. I'm giving you my word now that Lucan has not been harmed.
When I see him in this room, Mr. Colfax.
I'm a proud man, Doctor. I've never asked a favor in my entire life, not from any man. But I'm begging you now, for my son's sake, please, Doctor, please.
Take me to him.
Lucan! Hold it! Stand right there. Put these on.
I will if the first place we go is the Colfax house.
No way.
Somebody's life is in danger.
Okay. You put those on, we'll go in together.
Are you certain?
Yes, Amos. Lucan's off the grounds.
I'm sorry, Dad. He said he might be able to find out what's happened to Steve, so I helped him.
Your son is suffering severe disorientation, Mr. Colfax, but there's no indication that it's related to hallucinogenic poisoning.
Dr. Hoagland, we're wasting time. Give him the antidote, please.
The antidote wasn't developed for a case like this. It could cause more damage.
Is this it?
Yes, but please, I beg you.
What's the dosage?
Dad, it could kill him.
Amos, for heaven's sake.
You're killing your son, Mr. Colfax.
You call this alive?
Mr. Colfax, I know what's wrong with Steve. He hasn't been taking drugs. He's been poisoned.
Poison?
With this?
What's that?
Mr. Colfax, when I was with the wolves, sometimes we'd find an animal acting strangely. It was because he was eating that plant.
Why would my son eat that? How would he get it?
Ask him. You tried to kill me when I found the patch you had cultivated. I saw you drive away in your car.
You brought him all his meals. You put that stuff in his food. You poisoned my son. You poisoned my son, Colfax!
He was never your son. Where were you when he needed you? You were never there, I was. Even when he took his first steps, Amos, he came walking to me. To me! Where were you? Where the hell were you? Building your empire.
As you were part of it, I gave you everything.
When he ran away from home, he ran from you. When he got on drugs, it was because of you. I brought him back. I cleaned him up. I gave you back your son.
Why would you do this to him?
And you both shut me out. That's what your father wanted. That's what he wanted, Steve. I wouldn't have killed you, Steve. I wouldn't.
Is there an antidote for this?
No antidote is necessary. Now that it's stopped, the effect will wear off. Just needs a little time, that's all. Like everything else. Just a little time.
Will Steve be all right?
I think so. With proper care, which I'm sure he'll get.
The best, Dr. Hoagland. Nothing but the best. Young man, I owe you a great deal. I'd like to pay my debts. I've heard about the criminal charges against you. If anybody can dig anything up, Sawyer can. I'll put him to work on it for you.
Thank you, Mr. Colfax. I better be going.
Oh, security's advised me that there's a Lieutenant Prentice waiting for you at the main entrance. Hattie, maybe you should see to it that Lucan gets off the ground safely.
Goodbye, Don.
Keep in touch.
Good luck, son. Dr. Hoagland, I am genuinely sorry that I used you and Lucan this way.
Oh, please,
To compensate, how about that research grant I offered you before?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor?
Lieutenant?
Where's Lucan? You. Open the trunk.
Do you have a search warrant, Lieutenant?
Just probable cause. You know, a funny thing happened. I couldn't get a judge to get me into Colfax's place. Now, why do you suppose that was? All right, take off.
There's a path over there. It'll take you down to the woods.
Thank you.
Okay. Where will you go?
Wherever I have to. To find my parents.
Well, if you don't find them, there's always a place here for you.
Thank you, Hattie.